Hello everyone, Joshua Myers here, and welcome to my March/April 2022 collection update video.
We interrupted an important experiment in progress.
I am Chucky. Pennywise the dancing clown.
You will protect nothing. Get you I want to play a game.
Now, before we get on with this video, I'd like to say, if you notice the difference in quality of my camera, that is more than likely because I am using my webcam, because I've mentioned, I don't think I've mentioned this, but my camera, my Canon camera that I've been using this whole time, is now starting to have problems. Every time I click record on it, there's this yellow hexagon shape with a black exclamation point, and then it glows green light, blinking, and then just stops after a while, maybe stops after 30 seconds or something like that. I have no idea why it's doing it. I thought I did everything I could, because I went in, I did some settings, I thought it might have been one thing, and then I turned that setting off, didn't work. I decided to do a factory reset on the camera, didn't work either, so I don't know what's going on. I plan on taking it to the pawn shop at some point to get a different camera, and see if that works better. But until then, this is the setup. I hope I did a decent job. Got some ring lights here. I got 3 ring lights because I got all the lighting here in the man cave. And I got the microphone right here. So hopefully it sounds good. It looks decent. And I'm sorry about this weird angle. I don't care for it that much. It's just, what do you gotta do? So I don't got a huge stack here, and I may add to it if I get more movies actually by the end of this month. But it's not one of my biggest stacks, especially over the course of 2 months. So let's get on it. So the first movie I got here, and this is in no particular order, and that is Deliver Us from Evil. Now, a story with this movie, I have seen it. I don't remember how much I've seen the movie for, but yeah, I saw this in theater. Me and my dad went to go see it at one of the Alamo Drafthouse Cinema theaters. Okay, I love those theaters, okay? I do. A lot better than the theater we got here in town. So, a hell of a lot better. And, yeah, we watched this. I had no idea really what I was getting myself into. All I knew was that, the only thing I really knew about it was that it was apparently based on true events, apparently. And that it played Break On Through to the Other Side by the Doors. That's it. That's all I knew about it. So I went in mostly blind. What I didn't know is that this was an exorcism type of film, had a lot of exorcism types, and it scared the shit out of me. I'm not going to lie. I may at some point try, it scared me so badly, I went out trying everything I could to get out of that theater room. Because again, this was my first real exorcist type movie, because I'd never seen any of them. And yeah, I still have not seen the big one, which is The Exorcist, the original The Exorcist. I have not seen that yet. I don't remember much about this, so at some point I may revisit it, rewatch it, see if it's any good or if it's still as scary as I remember it being, and then doing a full-fledged review. That's about it. There's not much special features. There's few. I think this includes a DVD. No, it's just the Blu-rays. The special features you get is a director's commentary, illuminating evil, the making of Deliver Us from Evil. And then there's some Blu-ray exclusives, so if you get the Blu-ray, includes Deliver Us from Demons featurette, the two Sargons featurette, the Demon Detective featurette. So yeah, Deliver Us from Evil. I think this movie came out, when did it came out? I don't know, I'll put it up on the screen here. Maybe right here. Got this at the pawn shop. I was playing a game online, but I saw this and I got a lot cheaper. I basically got it for free. So, Deliver Us from Evil. Oh, and before we get any further too, the one thing you guys may know is that one of the reasons I've been in hiatus for a bit is because I had several appointments. I had a dentist appointment. They had to do a root canal on one of my teeth, like one of my tooths. And they still need to finish that up, and they got 6 of my teeth, like mostly here, 6 of them to work on. So, yeah, honestly, I'm not somebody who complains about those or anything like that. I'm normally pretty good with it. Apparently, I have a very strong, high tolerance to pain. Even my dentist recognized that. So, yeah, and, then after that, well, actually before that, I had a dermatology appointment that I had to do some physical. It was just a daily checkup, making sure I didn't have any, weird skin type things. And they did have to scrape behind the back of my ear. Like, there was a weird looking mole or something like that could maybe be cancerous. So they had to scrape it off. So now I have a bit of scrape there. They're going to biopsy, which is the first time I've ever had my biopsy at all. Then I'll have to come back there with the results and everything and see what they're going to do, whether it's cancerous or not. So, wish me luck on that. Hopefully it's not cancerous, it's not cancer of any kind. Okay, so anyway, next movie. I really only got this movie for completionist's sake, because I'm a completionist. If I have a friend, get one film in a franchise, I have to get all of them. And honestly, if it wasn't for that, I would have not even remotely bought this movie, but I did. And that is the Vestron Video Collector's Edition of Candyman Free Day of the Dead on Blu-ray. I will admit, that's a pretty cool artwork. I'm not going to lie, that's a pretty cool artwork there. Now, this is my first pickup from Vestron. I've never picked up anything from them before. There's the back. This is a slipcase, so there's the art there. It's basically the same without the slipcase, so. And there's a lot of special features here. There's audio commentary with the director and co-writer and producer and co-writer. I can't pronounce their name, so they would be here. If I forget it, I'll put in the description. Isolated score selections featuring audio interview with the composer. There's interviews on The Hook, an interview with actor Tony Todd, A Blood Legacy, an interview with special prosthetic effects designer Gary J. Tunnicliffe, Decaying Design, interviews with director of photography. Do not know how to pronounce this guy's name, so again, put his name right here. And production designer, again, don't know how to pronounce this guy's name, so. And then there's English and German trailers, home video promo, home video trailer, and a still gallery. So it's decently jam-packed with special features, but again, the only reason I picked this up is because I'm a completionist. I hate Candyman Free. It's my least favorite of Candyman movies, and definitely up there with not only one of the worst horror film sequels, but also definitely up there with one of my least favorite horror films of all time. It's definitely be up there in the hate category. So, yeah, but I got this. It was cheap, it was $13. So, yeah, there was only one more left. Although they did restock, so I didn't. But because there was one left, I felt the need to go and pick it up. At that point, if I had known they were going to restock, I would have just waited. But here it is. Candyman Free, Day of the Dead. Fuck this movie. At some point I may probably try to revisit the Candyman movies, all of them. In fact, I'm actually Josh and I, before he moved, which I'll get into that in a bit in a future video. So Josh and I did a podcast, Graveyard Shift podcast episode review of the new Candyman movie from Nia DaCosta and Jordan Peele. So, and I plan on having that uploaded at some point soon. But yeah, eventually I do plan on going back, revisiting all the Candyman movies, the original, Candyman Farewell to Flesh, and Candyman Free Day of the Dead, and seeing if my thoughts are still the same. So yeah, Candyman Free Day of the Dead, piece of shit movie. Fuck this movie. Okay, the next one I picked up is, well, there's a couple reasons why I picked it up. I could end up watching this on HBO Max, but the reason I haven't is because now Joshua actually is the one providing us with HBO Max, Shudder, Disney Plus, Peacock Premium, and all that different stuff. And yeah, now he's having to create a new account for HBO Max and Peacock Premium, so I'm not able to watch it on there. Saw it on Walmart.com for not very much. It was like $13, and I was like, why the hell not? Plus, I started a free trial of Walmart Plus again, so to get free shipping on anything, no minimum requirement whatsoever. So here's the next one I got, and that is, and again, I haven't seen this. Another thing is I haven't seen this movie, but I'm really curious about it, and that is Malignant. This is the newest horror film from James Wan. Yes, James Wan, who did Saw, The Conjuring, Dead Silence, the Insidious movies, even did films later on like Aquaman and Furious 7. Came back to doing horror after a while of not doing any horror films with Malignant. And yeah, I haven't seen it, so I am really curious about it. It kind of, like, from the trailers, it kind of reminded me of when he did the film Dead Silence, which I love Dead Silence, so hopefully I end up loving this movie. Yeah, there's only one special feature, I think. It's called Malignant, James Wan's visions. Groundbreaking filmmaker James Wan takes us behind the scenes for a look at his latest film, Malignant, a genre-bending thriller. That's it. It only includes that one featurette. So, yeah, Malignant. Here's the back. Yeah, not much I could say about this except that I'm kind of interested in checking out, and I will be doing a review of it at some point. So, yeah, Malignant. Next one I got here. Now, a bit of a story with this one. So, okay, I'll just show you what it is and I'll tell you the story. This is the cult horror masterpiece, George A. Romero's Night of the Living Dead, which includes 19 bonus movies. Now, a story about this. So, I already had a copy of Night of the Living Dead that I bought at one of the pawn shops, which I no longer go to for certain reasons. Like personal reasons. But yeah, it was a very low quality bootleg, like VHS rip or television rip of the original Night of the Living Dead. So I was like, okay, let me try to find a better quality version. So I was actually thinking about picking up, I was actually intended on picking up the Night of the Living Dead, the Criterion Collection DVD. And I looked up under Amazon under used, because I like to shop under used because I could get a lot better deals. And there was a seller that was selling it for about $14, and I was like, okay, that's a better deal than what it was selling for, which was $22. I got it in. I waited about a week to get in, and then came in. I was so excited, opened it up, and yeah, I got this instead. I was very disappointed because this was not the version of the film I ordered. I ordered the Night of the Living Dead Criterion Collection DVD, which I'll post a little card of what that's supposed to look like. Now tell me, does this look like this? No, it does not. So I had to contact Amazon, and they were very great. Amazon's customer support is always really great. Like, they're what customer service I think should be, and I think they're the best at it right now. So they got a hold of the seller and that, and what they were trying to do is that contacted Amazon. They were pretty good. They contacted the seller. What they were going to do is contact the seller, seeing the seller had the correct version, so they let the Night of the Living Dead Criterion Collection. And if he or she did, then they would have them send the correct version to me. Apparently that didn't happen, so they just decided to refund me the money. So, and yeah, that's fine, I guess. But yeah, at some point I will pick up that Night of the Living Dead Criterion Collection. So this is like I said, this includes 19 bonus movies besides Night of the Living Dead. Includes The Devil Bat, Lady Frankenstein, Silent Night, Bloody Night, The Satanic Rites of Dracula, The Terror, The Devil's Partner, Dead Man Walk, Night of the Blood Beast, Black Dragons, House of Mystery, Bride of the Gorilla, Horrors of Spider Island, Juggernaut, Mesa of Lost Women, Monstrosity, She-Demons, Sound of Horror, Moon of the Wolf, and Attack of the Giant Leeches. So a lot of these sound like a lot of older movies. Yeah, a lot older movies. Oh, one of them actually stars Jack Nicholson, which is scary. Did not know that. But yeah, so let's see. Here's the back listing all of the movies. And I checked the quality of this. I think this is a little bit better than the version I did had. So at least it's somewhat of an upgrade. But eventually I do plan on getting that Night of the Living Dead Criterion Collection set. So yeah, this is the cult horror masterpiece of George A. Romero's Night of the Living Dead, which includes 19 bonus movies. I definitely think it wasn't worth $14. That sounds like something that would be worth like $5 or $10. And I'm pretty pissed off that the person purposefully scammed me. Because if the person had the correct version, they would have sent me the correct version and not this. Sometimes you have to be careful with who you buy from on Amazon, like third-party sellers. Next one I got is a set of movies I have not seen, but I've been wanting to pick them up. And that is the Underworld trilogy, which I got this at the pawn shop. I've never seen any of the Underworld movies. It includes the first one, Underworld Evolution, and Underworld Rise of the Lycines. I don't know how to pronounce that. There's some sort of sticker in here. It looks like it's a Disney villain card that includes on the back. Somebody put it in there. I don't know why. It's Ursula. I don't know what this is a part of. I'm not really that interested in it, so I may just throw it away. Or maybe I could do a giveaway. Maybe. I don't know. Would people do giveaways for cards like these? I don't know. Let me know in the comments below if you want to see me do a giveaway of this card. If so, then I'll do it. If not, I'll just toss it out. So, okay. So it includes Underworld, which has the extended cut. The only special features includes director and cast commentary, a featurette called Fangs vs. Fiction, and more. Then there's Underworld Evolution, which includes director and film commentary, a Hybrid Theory, which is the visual effects featurette, The War Rages On, which is a stunts featurette, and many more. Then Underworld Free, I think, includes the origin of the feud, and then a featurette recreating the Dark Ages, the look of Underworld Free, making of, and much more. So that's a decent amount of stuff on it for a free film set, and they're all on separate discs, so that's kind of cool. So yeah, not a bad set, and especially since one I got at the pawn shop. So yeah, the Underworld trilogy set. Again, have not seen these movies, so I don't know how I'm gonna like think of them, if I'll like them, love them, hate them. I don't know. Okay, the next one I got this at Walmart for not much. The only reason I got it is because, well, I wanted to upgrade one of my older copies. So I got a while ago Pumpkinhead, which is the 1980s supernatural horror film, which I've seen. I love that movie, Pumpkinhead. I did a review of it, I think. Yeah, I did last year for my 31 Days Halloween review series. So I wanted to upgrade it. I had an older release DVD that was full screen. The picture quality was good. I just don't like the full screen aspect to it. So, and then this other set includes The Burning, which I do not have. So this is a Scream Factory, Shout Factory set that I found at Walmart. About $10, I think. Not bad. Here it is. It's called They Came from the 80s, which I love that title for this set. It includes 80s horror films. So it includes The Fog, which I already had on DVD. I still have it. The Howling, which I already have on Blu-ray. The Burning, which I do not have. And Pumpkinhead, which I did have but wanted to upgrade it. So I really only got it for The Burning and Pumpkinhead. But I did check to see if these had any of the special features from the Scream Factory releases, like their separate individual releases. They do not, unfortunately. It's just the movies. But that's fine with me. But that does unfortunately mean I have to keep my copies of The Fog and The Howling. So, if I want those special features. But for The Burning and Pumpkinhead, it's fine, you know. I actually saved a lot more money on this than if I were just bought Pumpkinhead and The Burning separately. The Burning, they came from the 80s set. I've seen The Fog, I've seen The Howling, I've seen The Burning, I've seen Pumpkinhead. I have not reviewed The Fog yet, I've not reviewed The Howling yet on this channel, and I have not reviewed The Burning. I have reviewed Pumpkinhead though, so expect to see reviews of all, like the rest of these three movies some point later down the line. And we may do something special for each of them. I have some things in mind for my review of The Fog. I might have some things in mind for my review of The Howling, maybe, I don't know. So they came from the 80s, 4 film set from Shout Factory. You can pick this up at Walmart like I did. It's about $8 or $10, pretty bad. Not pretty bad price. So if you never had these films and you're just getting into Scream Factory, or you just want to have these films in general and, you know, one of the better resolutions, pick this up. So, or if you're just starting out with a horror collection, sets are normally a good way to go. And this is, from my understanding, one of the better sets. So, yeah. A lot of cool movies there. Next one I picked up, I got this at the pawn shop as well, and that is it's Final Destination 5. So now I have every Final Destination movie. I have not seen all of them. I've only seen the first one, which I will do a re-review of that at some point on this channel, and just review the entire Final Destination franchise, since now I have all of them. There's only one special feature here. Final Destination 5 Circle of Death, your final destination featurette, and that's about it. So, yeah. Again, only seen the first one. Now, when I watched the first one for the first time, I wasn't a big fan of it. The only thing I really liked about it was Tony Todd's character as that mortician. I don't think he had a name at the point, I don't remember. But he was cool in it. I would like to see more of him as that character in this franchise, which from what I heard you do. So, and the concept was pretty interesting. Just could have been executed a lot better. Maybe my thoughts will change upon a second viewing. I don't know. So yeah. Final Destination 5. Don't know anything about it except that it was the last one to come out. Apparently they're in the works of doing another Final Destination movie, Final Destination 6 or reboot or whatever. So yeah. Final Destination 5. The next one is, I didn't honestly know where to put this, because I didn't know what kind of genre it was, if it's just horror, thriller, so I didn't know where to put it, either in the man cave here or in my bedroom. So I just decided to put it in here until I could figure it out. If you guys know what kind of genre these films are, let me know, so that I could decide which room to put this in, like fully. I'm thinking probably putting it in the horror room here. And it's a double feature I got. It is the Butterfly Effect collection set. It includes the first one and the Butterfly Effect 2. Never seen these movies. I only really picked it up because Cody Leach, who's another YouTuber I really respect. And most of our opinions in line pretty well, actually, surprisingly. And he put the Butterfly Effect up there on one of his top movies list, either his top 50 horror movies list or his top 100 movies of all time list. I don't remember. So yeah, I saw this and I was like, might as well pick it up, see, why he likes it so much. So, and let's see, there's no special features for the first Butterfly Effect movie, but for the second one, there's a commentary with the director and co-producer, and then there's a featurette called, titled Altering Reality on the set of the Butterfly Effect 2. So that's about it, really, for special features, but you could do worse. I mean, it could be completely bare bones. So, yeah. The Butterfly Effect double feature collection set includes both movies. So yeah, but I only really got it for the first film because again, Cody Leach put that on his top 50s, either his top 50 horror films list or his top 100 movies of all time list. Which I'll link both those videos and his channel in the description below so you can check him out. He seems like an awesome guy. He has an awesome channel and that, so yeah. The Butterfly Collection set. Hello everyone, Joshua Myers here, and I'm back. I'm adding to my March/April 2022 collection update video, because I just recently picked up something for Easter. But yeah, for Easter, I did got another movie in. And it's one I haven't seen yet. It's one I was wanting to check out last year, but I wasn't able to because of COVID. And that is Ghostbusters Afterlife, the newest Ghostbusters movie. I have not seen this. I've been really wanting to check it out. Yeah, and I got it. So see, there's the front, there's the back. So yeah, I finally got Ghostbusters Afterlife. I'm really excited. I'm probably going to check this out soon, check this movie out soon, and then maybe do a review of it. Because I've reviewed all the other Ghostbusters movies, which I may have to go back and do revisited reviews of those, go back and re-review them, because they're pretty old reviews. So, for those who don't know, I would consider myself a Ghostbusters fan, but mostly of the first movie. The second movie could go suck a dick. Third movie, the remake of female Ghostbusters, whatever you want to call it. Ghostbusters 2016. I haven't heard anybody really said this about the movie, but honestly for me, because I've heard so much bad things about it. Like, the internet went crazy and for all the wrong reasons, and I watched it. Seriously, internet, the 2016 remake is what you guys were so up in arms about? Really? Because honestly, I rather enjoyed the 2016 remake. I actually enjoyed it more than Ghostbusters 2. Not as good as the first movie. At some point soon, you will see me cover all the Ghostbusters movies on my new channel, Blood Moon Talks Horror, and then eventually do a ranking of the Ghostbusters movie with Ghostbusters with Ghostbusters Afterlife included. And as far as I know, this is a direct continuation of the original films that I think it even ignores Ghostbusters 2, which I think is a good thing. Probably something I would have done if I was hired to do Ghostbusters reboot or whatever, like requel. I'm more curious about, as it's mostly a new cast. And I like a couple of the cast members that has Paul Rudd. And I love Paul Rudd. I mean, the films I've seen him in, especially the Ant-Man movies, he's great in those. And stars Finn Wolfhard, who you may remember from the It film adaptations that came out back in 2017 and 2019. So It and It Chapter 2. And also he was in the show Stranger Things, which I have not seen Stranger Things. So can't comment on how good he is in there, but he was pretty good in the It movies. I did saw him in the film The Turning, which that was one of my earlier reviews on this new channel. And yeah, it was a flaming dumpster fire, and I did not like Finn Wolfhard in that movie. They made me actually not like Finn Wolfhard. You don't do that. So yeah, but yeah, Ghostbusters Afterlife, I'm really excited to check out. There's only a couple special features on this DVD. There's Summoning the Spirit, Making of Ghostbusters Afterlife. Oh, it's only one special feature. And it looks like it's a whole making of documentary on Ghostbusters Afterlife. So yeah, Ghostbusters Afterlife, this is going to be the last movie I'm going to showcase in this collection update video. So by the next time I do another one, it'll be for May, next month in May. So at the end of the month. So that's it. Well, so now let's go back to Past Me, and then we'll end the video. So that was the collection for both March and April of this year so far. If I add any more, I'll insert it before this closing, being like, hey, got some more movies, because there's still a decent amount of time left in this month, so yeah. And here's the stack I got. Like I said, not a big amount, but if you count for how many films I got for sets and that, it is a lot. So yeah, got mostly DVDs and a couple Blu-rays, so not a decent haul, really. So yeah, and again, this is going to be the setup until I get a new camera, whether I trade this one in for a different one, or I get one for Christmas or something like that. So until that happens, I'll probably try to trade one in, see if that works, and then if I do decide to get better quality camera, I'll wait till next Christmas, because I'm trying to see about getting a desktop PC so that I could do a lot more of the editing stuff a lot better than just on this laptop, which this is a fine laptop, but I feel like I need to have a lot more power for what I'm looking for. So yeah, so that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and see you next time.